Now, for comics, this one is going to be a little different in the sense I'm also going to review it at the same time. So you can take your grains of salt but I would suggest everybody to pick up this comic from Scout Comics called Black Cotton. Black Cotton is written by Brian Hawkins and Patrick D. Foreman. And for a quick synopsis, what it is, it's basically what would happen if the roles were reversed and society was a little bit flipped. So that with a police brutality moment that happens with a black cop shooting a white woman, and how would it be if society was altered. So the idea that I really don't want to get that far into the story because I think I'm recommending it still. I'm trying to say go pick it up. I'm also going to have links in my descriptions for Scout Comics to go pick up this issue. And then obviously issue 2 would be possibly either they're finalizing pre-orders or it's about to come out so you can just buy it straight up. But back to what I'm trying to get to is the cop's name is Zion Cotton, and he is from a very wealthy, generational rich family. They have their money is involved by something called black cotton, which is still in the era of describing from what issue 1 has given us and everything, but it goes into these ideas of the point of view of what would happen if an elitist family had a cop son kill or shoot someone, because I hate to do a spoiler right here, but the lady lives, and that's how the first issue ends. But, not lives, but she's in the hospital. But what's interesting is, for me, and again, this is me, a dumb white guy, so obviously just more, I appreciate this comic. It's a really good comic. I would also suggest, because I'm hoping maybe Brian or even Patrick could hear this, and then maybe only because I'm throwing Brian more than Patrick. No offense, because I've heard Brian come to other podcasts a lot about this, and maybe just be open to conversation. It was really well done. I just feel there was a small missing of a hook for me to go from issue 1 to issue 2. Because right now, you have made some very good groundwork of what is coming down the pipe, but also it's a very good setup in the style of I just wanted a little bit more of a hook, because in the situation that we're in with the comic, as I kind of spoil it, the lady had a point blank shot and she lives. So obviously that's going to be the real hook to the issue 2 of hearing her on that side. It is very interesting to hear. I am kind of I'm kind of amazed to see the reversal, and you get now see this family that we're going to learn about, the Cottons, that that's where it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to do I favor the Cottons because I'm going to learn about this family, but also at the same time they're the elitists in this alternate reality, and you hear the coldness in their voice about the situation they're in because of their son messing up. And the idea of being this cold elitist does throw it into this wrench, because I don't care about but the idea of, in our times of situational things about these police brutalities in our real world, we have that straight, all right, clearly something's going on and that's a bad guy. The cop is being a bad apple, quote unquote. That's what they like to say, which then throws me off about okay, I obviously hear Zion. He totally knows he did a whole mess up. So I'm really curious where this comic is going to lead for the future of the comic. We're going to go through a whole, I'm not sure. I'd love, like I said, I'd love to have Brian come on, and then we'll just talk about issue 2 whenever it comes out. I'll pick it up. It'd be cool if I can get a digital, but the idea of, I'd recommend it, and if I had to put a review number on it, I would say it is a very solid, like a 3.5 out of 5, a 7 out of 10 in those different spectrums of reviewing. It is a very interesting read. The artwork is almost enough to buy in itself, because it is a beautiful, like when you first pick up the comic, obviously the cover's colored, but the inside, it's all black and white and grayscaled. And I have to just do a shout out to their artist, Marco Perugini. I hope that's how he said it. Please, I hope I've said his name right. But I really enjoy his artwork into the thing, because it sounds dumb, because again, I'm not well with the words, but it has a very nice, thick marker-esque to people's coloring, or even the backgrounds and all that stuff. It looks so great, and it has that street style. So I could see